Kibenta baraki ya sngi kha jong Mahatma Gandhi ki he jong sarkar jala Mikhalia gele yalom lang ha sekretariat banbu sentiu ha umodur bashirin yang jong Mahatma Gandhi. Hagni program bakarpang ha sekretariat lawan manishim benta da bungut ki officer bat ki nong tray benle burom yok pa jong kari Mahatma Gandhi. Yagnik jingrak he layalam da chief secretary ke jala Dr Shakil P Ahmed. Nalor ki officer ki nong tray po sekretarian gilai don langru commissioner and secretary Dr BDR Diwari, commissioner and secretary ke IPR department Vijay Kumar Mantri, secretary education department Swapnil Tambe, but deputy commissioner is Khasil Sistri Kakong RM Kurba. Kumjuk ru lai don langru lagi baypat ki officer ki barang ba ha kini kesngi.
Principal secretaries, all commissioner secretaries who are present here, other senior officials, and the entire staff of secretariat and from the police side. I welcome everyone here on this. Today we gather to observe the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. We pay homage to the father of the nation, a man whose life and principles continue to inspire not only India but entire world. Gandhiji taught us that truth and non-violence are not just lofty ideas, but they are practical tools to transform society. His philosophy of ahimsa showed humanity that even the greatest of struggles can be won without hatred or violence. His emphasis on simplicity, self-reliance, and service to others remind us the real strength which lies in humanity and compassion. As we remember him today, it is important for us, especially as public servants, to reflect on how we can apply his values in our daily life. Gandhiji often said that the truest measure of governance is in how it serves the weakest and the most vulnerable. This message remains deeply relevant for us in the Secretariat as we work towards building a just, inclusive and progressive Meghalaya. Let us take this day not merely as a remembrance, but as a renewal of our commitment to the ideals of truth, transparency and service to the people. In our small actions, whether in policy or in conduct, we have the opportunity to keep Gandhiji's legacy alive. Now I request our Commissioner and Secretary, Sir B.D.R. Tiwari sir, to say a few words.
Seniors and dear colleagues, along with nation, we are paying our homage to Father of Nation, the man of principles, who, as Swapnilji has rightly told, the truth, non-violence, love and compassion. These are not only the values, but these are the tools, these are the arms to fight the biggest battle also against the very strong enemy. If we can win the enemies inside us, then we can win the enemies outside also. So his principles not only shown the path of light only to Indians, but across the humanity, and these tools become one of the strongest lead the movement to fight against the colonialism. And still, once we see in the darkness, the talisman of Gandhiji gives a lot of hope and light. Once we see any of our action is going to benefit a poorest of poor, the person on the last mile. So this is the basic principle of the administration, and once we work on it, and if we see in our society, especially in our tribal society, most of the values is not in the total, but in the spirit is being rightly followed by the people here. So, and Father of Nation is really loved by us, and it's our great pride moment. We are gathered here to pay our homage to Father of Nation. Let us follow his path, and that will be the real. Thank you so much.
I never thought that Swapnil would baptize me before the mic. I remember in last time when I used to stand before the mic, I used to have shiver. I used to feel that like I'm doing a break dance. The whole body used to shiver and one feel very uncomfortable. But having said that, I thought, since he requested that, I thought it's better I say a few words. I won't speak much. I have 4 sentences to say. Number 1. Einstein spoke about Gandhi very brief but very eloquently. After 100 years or 50 years, it will be, the world will not believe such a person with bone, body and muscle called Mahatma Gandhi lived on this planet. जैसे 100 साल के बाद दुनिया कभी भरोसा नहीं रखेगा कि ऐसा कोई इंसान, गांधी जैसा इंसान हमारे बीच में बिताया था. It's unbelievable. That is wasn't by Albert Einstein. Nelson Mandela once said, if a frail man in loincloth didn't walk into the ships and crossed over to the round table conference, Africa would have been still darker. I mean, what impact of each one of us can make in a society is underestimated by us. It is not our power, our authority, it is our capacity and commitment to do things. It can be small, and it should be small ideally. The small is more beautiful. In fact, Shimata was quoting Mahatma Gandhi saying that small is more beautiful than big. I can talk a lot, but I love Gandhi a lot. As a student, I learned him, studied him. I've criticized him. I do believe there are a lot of things where we can criticize Gandhi, and I do. But one thing is true, a man was experimenting with himself. See, instead of changing the world, we all think that we have this shortcoming, I have this mistake, I have this problem. I always think my English is not good enough, right? That's a phobia I carry still now. But what Gandhi taught us, you can always improve yourself. The life is all about fighting within you to improve yours. So he had an experiment every day, how to be a better person tomorrow. Individually, we all can do that. That's something we'll improve. Wherever we have a shortcoming, try to improve it. And that is where we don't get bothered by what others think of us. The biggest enemy in life is not us. The phobia we carry, who cares to change? What will others think if I do it? The self-conviction and conviction to truth and commitment will make you far stronger. I think I shouldn't speak more. Only thing is, whenever you are in confusion, there is a talisman given by Gandhi. It's more appropriate for the bureaucrats. When you are in doubt, think of the poorest of the poor around you. And your policy, your work, your gesture, your action should benefit not what who can afford and buy everything. Those who cannot afford it, those who can't buy it, those who can't think of it. Then your doubt is clear. I think this is more than what I can speak. May we have ideals and principles of Gandhi be followed as much as possible in life, and because tribal society is far more cleaner, better and idealistic, and they are far selfless. Gandhi was one of the most selfless man in this world, because when whole India partition, people were fighting, Mountbatten was struggling, the Western frontiers, 1.3 million people got butchered and killed. Then Mountbatten rushed to Nehru and said, in Western frontier, I'm failing. More than 2 million people are butchered and still people are killing each other. Then the Nehru asked, but what about Eastern frontier? Then he said, in Western frontier I have close to 1 lakh soldiers. In Eastern frontier in Calcutta, I have one prophet holding the entire community. When whole India was sort of celebrating the freedom, there was the half-clothed, loin-clothed man walking in our Kali, preventing struggle and fight and communal riots between the different communities. Where his presence made a difference. It was not the bullet, it was not the cannon, it was not the powerful of the armies. The man with principles stood in the ground and told, you can't kill each other for the name of religion, for the name of caste, for the name of divisions. Stay together. That is the value of a man who lived in principle and showed and proved and demonstrated to the world it is not the violence which can win. It's the non-violence, it's the love, it's the way you live and prove yourself. And he lived this principle through and through. I hope some of us can try to emulate as much as we can, and we all will have a peaceful life. Thank you, Kubli Shibun Mitela.